acolyte.
All right, we're live.
We are live. You are listening to me create Veleen Harple in the character creator. Oh, this is where I get other languages. So I got I need Dwarvish, Elvish. She apparently speaks Orc too, but I'm not going to be able to get that in on somewhere. I don't think. Interesting character. Oh, I'm not going to worry about characteristics.
All right, I'm going to get coffee.
You go get coffee.
Do it.
I'm going to have to do that as well. Equipment. She got a quarter
Don't forget
staff.
to poop.
I pooped
Gross.
already. She got an arcane focus. It's an orb. and it's sitting on Crixus's hip.
That makes sense.
She got a scholar's pack. She got a spell book. Does she have a holy symbol? Is she a holy woman?
Wouldn't seem like it. She believes.
No. Well, if she is, she's definitely a a dark holy woman.
Sure.
It's an amulet. We'll say she's got an amulet. It's because I chose acolyte. She's not a fucking acolyte. That's what it is.
Question for you, Ryan.
Let's back
Yep.
that ass up.
Are you a mom with 2 kids?
No, not at all. I'm a dad with 2 kids.
That's not what you... Is that... Okay, I thought maybe that might have been you that reviewed my book on Amazon.
Oh, it is. We have one Amazon account,
Yeah, so it's a mom with 2 kids.
and so my wife is the
That
owner
wrote
of
the
the
review.
Amazon account.
So he had to, yeah.
I figured as much. That made me laugh.
But it'll provide you that cross pollination of people. Like,
I enjoy cross-pollination.
there you go.
Everybody needs a good pollinating every once in a while.
Wait a second.
To the face.
Mace to the face.
In the face.
Oh, what would she be? What would her background be? What would Veleen's background be, Jeff? A sage?
Oh, why are you so hot?
Because I started talking really loud into the microphone. I got excited. I can back myself off further. I mean, if you want me to, I still got room to back my gain off. I'm backing it off slowly. You say when. So I keep talking here, and you just tell me when I should stop backing it off. And then when I stop backing it off, I'll stop turning the knob. Does that sound like a good idea, Tom Norman? I'm
Yeah,
all the way
that's
off
good.
now.
Yeah.
I'm all the way backed off now. I can't go any lower.
I wonder if there's a setting on your computer, too, that might have it turned up.
There might be.
That's
There
fine.
Could very well be.
If you're going to yell, just back up from the mic. And I think... it
I can
could be
back up
too-
from the mic a little bit. Is this better?
I don't know.
I
Talk
just
more.
got to figure out where I got to put my head to get maximum performance.
Keep
Yes,
going like
yes,
this.
that was.
Keep going
I'm
like
gonna
this.
keep moving my head in and out like this until I throw up.
Yeah, I'd say just stay a couple, maybe an inch or 2 off the mic, 3 inches off the mic.
Man's 3 inches or a woman's 3 inches? It's important.
I'll let you determine what 3 inches is.
I think you want a woman's 3 inches. A man's 3 inches would be a little bit closer.
I thought you were going to go the other way. Man thinks... it's
Oh
3
no,
inches.
this is 6 inches to a man. You think she's a sage, Jeff?
I'm just looking at what the quick build is for. She's a wizard, right?
Yeah, wizard. You spent
She's a
years
wizard,
learning
Harry.
the lore of the multiverse.
Yeah,
Guard
sage
mage.
probably makes the most sense.
Okay.
She studies.
Yeah. So then she needs... What the fuck were her things? Arcana and history, we took already. She gets 2 more. Oh, what has she got here going on?
Are you making her to match her stat block, or are you making her
Trying
as if
to.
she was a character you...
Trying to make her match stat block best I can.
I even thought of that I was watching the last week's episode, and I was like, I should just make a Veleen and drop her off in the campaign.
I would have so appreciated that, Jeff. So would have appreciated that.
And then I remembered after I did the Wordle that I didn't do a
My
limerick
God.
yet. So
How many frickin' words? Did you see that? I had 2 words where I had that 4th letter wrong. And they're 2 very, very obscure fucking words. And then I go,
that-
oh yeah, the common word that's...
yeah, if I would have went with the less common word, I would have ended up with 4. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna try the common one this time.
Yeah,
See if New York Times is listening to Twitter.
yeah. Well, let's see.
But don't want to give away too much in case we got some heavy-duty Wordle listeners. Also, Tom.
Yeah, exactly. That's, yeah. Languages. Okay, languages. Dwarvish and Elvish, because she's an Elvish impersonator. Oh, I gotta refresh my coffee. What time is it? Oh, I got 5 minutes to build this yet. Okay. Researcher. Yep, that makes sense. I don't need to worry about character traits. Okay, here we go. Equipment. Now this will make more sense. A quarterstaff. Component pouch. Nope. Yeah, component pouch. She'd have components. Scholar's pack. And a spellbook. Bottle of black ink, a quill, a small knife, a letter from a dead colleague posing a question to you you've not been able to answer. That makes sense. A set of common clothes. Pouch containing. Add starting equipment. Ta-da! Wield your quarterstaff. Use your component pouch.
Did you pick her spells?
I gotta do that yet. But I have like her spell book right here, which is super nice. Next, view character sheet.
Speaking of spell books, one of us has
Gotta manage her levels.
spell book
too.
from that ghost.
She is level what?
Is that true?
What level is she?
We
I
found
don't
it
know
on.
what level she is. Oh, that's how I do. By her hit dice. That's how I can tell what level she is.
Enos,
Or
what's
what
a good
level spells she has.
What's a good level 1 encounter creature?
Goblin.
How big is the party?
Goblin.
2.
I killed Norm with a single goblin. Just so you're aware, at level 1. So,
I think
it depends on the dice, honestly.
That's funny.
level 1 with my kids was a barn full of rats, and there was probably about 10 of them, but they only have like 1 hit point each.
Sure.
Goblins are good. I mean, you could always do something that's a baby of something really awesome too. Like you can have a baby mimic.
Sure.
I don't know if they have babies. Maybe they have like pods.
That makes sense.
Make sure she has the tiny hut spell, because that was how we ended
Yep.
last episode. Did you get your coffee?
I did not yet. I think Norm did. She looks close to what she is.
Biggest things are going to be hit points and attack modifiers.
Yeah, I was adding.
The rest you can clean up in between weeks if need be.
Yeah, I gotta get her spells on her quick.
Is she in the campaign?
I've added maybe, but she might appear as a level 1 to you. Add spells. Okay. Let's see. She has.
Oh yeah, there she is, unassigned character. Oh, I can't view her though.
What?
Chill touch. Chill touch.
All right. Are
Light.
you ready?
Shows level 9. I think someone wanted coffee.
Yeah, I gotta get coffee. Here, let me go get coffee. You can't manipulate her at all, can you, Jeff?
We
I just
can't
gotta
even
add
open her.
spells.
Can't
I'll
open her?
keep adding her spells as I go. I have the list right here. Then
She
then
must
I'm
be
done with
marked
her.
as. She must be marked as private because I can't
Yeah.
even click on her.
Yeah, I did that because I didn't want anyone to judge my rendition of Veleen.
I
I'll be right
judge.
back.
I always judge. So what's the happy hap?
Not much. I mean, it's nice outside, right? So that's good.
Yeah,
Getting
yeah.
better.
We're playing D&D, so that's good.
It is. Oh, the other thing I was going to ask you, Gooch, were you the one that purchased the sticker and coffee mug?
Yeah, I want that coffee mug.
Nice.
Is that happening? Is it coming my way?
I mean, it should be. You should be getting the order information and everything.
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's third party.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
It's
shipping
not.
that
Yeah,
shit out.
Tom's not making mugs in his basement or something on his potter's wheel.
Can't wait.
Bending steel. Yeah, I'm not that
Love it.
talented.
I love it.
Yeah, I need to order
You're
the coffee
muted.
mug.
I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I try so hard, but I can't rise above it.
Love it.
Want to look that up for you? Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Two Nerds, One Quest with your 90s Trivia Hour. 90s music trivia hour. I'm your host and DM, JC Dittmer, here with these three nerds, because math is hard. I'm trying to put together Veleen Harple for the campaign so that I don't have to I can get her in the initiative order and all that crap and stuff, like I was talking about last week. The man pointing at me in the blue. Oh, we got two of you in the blue today. You got finger guns. Pew, 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 pew. This is one Tom M. Norman playing Doug this morning. How are you, buddy?
Harple.
Purple. It's purple.
Harple.
Harple. Veleen
The
Harple.
words lost all meaning.
Yeah, I am. Nope. I can't. Yep. Nope. Just Ted Lasso for anyone that doesn't
Yep.
know. Love me some Ted Lasso. That man chuckling in the blue, the other blue shirted man, is one Ryan Crixus Kukta, the only original remaining member of this party.
Yeah, I suppose that's true, right? Crixus is going to hold fast. I don't see him going down without a fight.
Well, I mean, I guess technically Ellie would be the original founding member.
Yeah.
Oh.
Doc's here, and there's a layer of frost on Doug's shield that's Aranon in
Aranon in liquid form.
Aranon juice. The spirit
No.
of it.
Come on. No, come on.
This is a kids show. No, wait.
No, it's not. It never has been. It is not a kids show. That last man claiming this is a kids show is one Jeff Jacob Williams. Hey, I got it without thinking this morning.
Nice. Good job.
Woohoo! I'm gonna continue to plug away at Veleen's spells here. While I do so, you want to give us a recap of what happened last week? Although it's pretty basic.
Yeah, I apologize. It's not much of a recap because
we forgot about Turn Undead.
Because 99% of it was combat, but yeah, there was a lot of combat. Picked up some arrows after the combat, and then got ready for a long rest. Just some of the highlights in combat. We dealt a total of 222 damage. They dealt a total of 80 damage. Yeah, that's the highlights. We learned a lot, and afterwards discussing that it could have been a lot quicker. I think this was a good test of Jacob and Doug's abilities that hasn't been tested much yet in a massive battle. So got to see a little bit of what everyone can do, what works well, what doesn't work well, and everybody made it out just fine, right? So, except for the terrible person in Life and Death, that was he did not make it, he or she. So let's limerick time. The shadows put us to the test, but we showed those poor souls who's the best. Strength was sapped a bit, but in Veleen's tiny hut, TBD finally gets their long rest.
Yeah.
Need it so
Nice.
bad.
Need it. Definitely need it. Second level spells. I'm only on second level spells.
Right.
That wasn't long enough, Jeff.
Okay, well you keep going. We'll RP some in the hut in the morning.
Yeah,
So,
you're in the hut in the morning, so you wake up, you're in the hut, and the hut is in the thing with the stuff, so, yeah.
Yeah, Jacob would probably want to get some more information from Doug. Just kind of this is the first overnighter we've had, so first chance to really sit down and talk, and just not that we have to RP fully, but just kind of making sure we know everything about each other, or at least enough to be combat buddies.
Sleep over.
Combat buddies.
So, and Jacob would do
Bye,
the
buddy.
same.
Yeah, and I'll just get out the crystal ball and we'll chat a little bit with the professor. Just making sure he's still willing to assist us as we go through here.
Professor says, give me a moment. I'm going through Veleen's spellbook and making sure she has everything she needs.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is the morning. Tiny hut, vampire curse.
So what would you want to know from Myron?
Just kind of like what his recent past looks like what his the notches on his belt of the last few adventures he's been on, kind of, what have you done, kind of thing, and just, obviously you traveled to the far north, but what have you battled or seen or been to or assisted in or saved royalty or anything like that. And we don't have to, if you don't have anything prepared, it's just kind of like,
No.
okay, now I know who I'm traveling with, kind of stuff.
So I would show you the hilt of my my mace.
Is that
Yeah.
code?
No. So I would show you the hilt of my mace, and it'd have like a dozen notches in it, and I would explain to you that the notches are actual. It's my vengeance notches. The number of completed full-on quests where I've righted the wrongs. Like massive, I would tell you that I travel the world fighting the big guy, fighting bad evils, people who have been wronged by, I don't know if there's such a thing as corporations, but like, I'm fighting for the little guy. Like in this Aranon instance, I am fighting against, or I'm taking vengeance on behalf of Aranon against the Ice Queen, and that'll add another notch because that's essentially a big conquest.
Mm-hmm.
And I would explain to you how I changed my life from crime and theft and stealing and all that stuff to taking my oath.
Cool. Yeah, Jacob would explain, that he's not from this plane and all that kind of stuff, and what his family, his house does for a living, and what he's here, why he's here, and what his plan is for someday getting back home. Which is not much, because he doesn't really have a plan. He just knows he has to get home someday.
Home is where the heart is what I would tell him.
Nice.
That's what he's learning. The further away from home he is, the more he realizes how much of a world there is out there. You start out in a transport company and you're basically door dashing around the same town, and this is a little bit bigger.
Myron will say, "You sound like a hobbit I once knew." He was stuck in such a
Crixus.
small town, and then he went on a big adventure.
Never been that far from the Shire before, huh?
No, that's what he said.
And Crixus just, he'll talk about their mission, which is obviously of critical importance for the people up here. And talk about battling Oral and losing friends in the process. He'll go all the way back to meeting that I think she was a rogue, where her father was up here and needed some assistance.
Oh yeah.
And so that kind of launched us into
Sapped?
this quest that's more important than us.
Safi
And,
Eric's daughter? Is that right?
That's a magic card.
That is
Oh,
definitely a magic
That's
card.
a magic card?
Yeah, it is. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
damn.
if you
Got this
sacrifice
tricky thing.
Safi, your creature comes back from the dead.
Oh, that sounds like my type of card. Honestly. I'm almost ready here, guys.
So then I would do a little tap dance show, and I'd pull out the harp. Did we grab that harp from Aranon? Because that's
Is
I
the
think
harp
all,
magical?
I think all
Was
that
it
stuff was
magical?
in was in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
if it's
then
in
we
the
have
bag
it.
of holding,
Should've been
it's
fine.
loose in my inventory. Well, I'll definitely pull out my loot then, and we'll start a band, yo,
Yo. Yeah.
in this little hut.
Nothing. Does sound travel out of the hut, or is sound protected in the hut?
I believe
Good
sound
question.
is protected in the hut.
I know
Let me
magic
see.
can't go through it, but I don't know. I don't
Human's
remember.
tiny hut.
It's okay. I have my Mace of Warning, so if something comes by,
9 creatures and objects within the dome can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects, spells, and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. Atmosphere inside the dome is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside. It says nothing about sound, so if you're going to start playing music, that may echo throughout the caverns. And she would warn you of that if you got the harp out. So it is
All
up
right.
to you whether or not you actually do that. Is she in here now that I can add her? Add character. No, she's
so Myron would ask what your motivations are then for fighting the ice. The woman of the ice.
the frost.
I mean,
maiden.
once we made it up here, how could you not feel for the people who no longer experience the warmth of the sun, who no longer get to live through the changing of seasons and have to put up with the brutal cold brought to them by a evil dictator.
That music was not in keeping with what
No,
we're
it's not. That's not. Someone should have said something, man. Contact
I
Um,
mean, I was saying
Jacob's motivation is kind of more of a signed on to escort on this trip because they needed an extra body, and apparently I'm only, good at keeping 2 people alive, not 3. But, Eridon was kind of a glass cannon.
literally.
There she is. Haha.
Jacob's there for the lulls.
Jacob's there purely for the lulls. Now that, yeah. Well, no, he wants way home. I don't know if he tells you guys that though.
Actually, that would have been Doc. Doc would have been there for the lulls, considering he couldn't stop laughing.
Considering his curse.
That's true.
I'll talk a bit about Aranon just so that everybody understands the nuance that was Aranon. And we
Nuance?
continue the fight.
Okay.
That'd be an interesting conversation to hear Crixus's filtered version of
version of
his
Aranon.
time with Aranon.
Yeah, that would actually be very interesting. I just gotta tweak 2 more things, and then you guys
Probably starts with, he was something of an idiot.
yeah. Which direction do you guys think you'll be heading?
I would think we would go back down to H, go back through where we just defeated all those things.
Yep. That would be
Back-
my thought also.
Back that way towards H. What is that? H11.
Yep.
H11.
Because we defeated them, but we didn't actually look through that cave at all. Because
Yeah.
some of us may have lost a little bit of their strength in the battle.
Just a touch.
Yeah. The only real time spent in H11 was picking up arrows,
Yeah.
I think.
So looking through, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is right. And I will tweak the final encounter if we get there. I'll just do it that way. Come on, bring up my encounters. All right. So in H11. Oh, sorry.
We could probably talk a little bit about just like party strategy as far as party order and scouting kind of stuff.
Okay.
So Tika definitely is the most expendable because I can bring her back. So we can send her into any place that's potentially too dangerous for us, or at least to test the waters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then obviously, it worked really well in the combat, so we kind of know who's front line and back line when we get to that point.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say Aranon. Good lord, I did it. I would say Doug and Crixus would
Not so easy.
would go first. Would probably lead.
Doug and Crixus would lead? You wouldn't have Tika lead?
Well, Tika, and then it would be
Tika, Doug, Crixus,
yeah.
Jacob?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say
Really-
Tika's less
really-
of a leader as opposed to just hey Tika, go there. Hey Tika, go there. Hey Tika, go
Yeah.
there.
Hey, go look at that.
Scout.
Scout.
Check for
Veleen-
traps with your face.
Veleen does not want to be in the back, necessarily.
All right, Jacob can take up the back then.
Jacob then. So Veleen, Jacob.
I heard
Jacob likes
Jacob
it in
likes
the back.
taking up the rear.
Hey,
Hmm.
there we go.
That was double shot. Boom, boom.
I think I saw that on a video once.
2 attacks
As you
per
enter
action.
H11, there is nothing. It's remarkably quiet for what went down there about 8 hours ago. You see the footprints of you guys and Tika. There are no footprints left behind by the shadows. Investigating and looking around in the cave. Go ahead and make an investigation check when you add advantage, because I assume you're all doing it.
I only have a +3, so
+4.
I can do it. I'm +4.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Investigation +9.
Oh.
Jacob's good at looking for shit. Have him
You do
it,
that.
says Veleen. She didn't say shit.
All
though.
right.
She's more proper than that. More proper. All right. Everything.
I clicked it, and I did not see it roll.
Uh-oh. That's not good. They did not see it roll either.
I did it twice. All right, No, okay, rolling's not working. Let me reload my page.
Yeah,
Not
we
so.
reload your shiznit. Let me pull up the campaign here.
I heard something roll.
I heard. Yeah, I heard.
somebody just rolled 64, which is
I
a
did.
impossible number.
Well, 2d10. You can get a 64.
Clearly,
Got
it's not
turkeys.
impossible.
Okay, well.
There they
Jacob,
go.
I-
They're metal.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say
yes.
I got you rolling at advantage right now. Ooh, hot damn!
Heyo.
That is a net 20 for a 29.
Whatever it is, we find it.
Yeah, right.
I know what the Matrix is.
We have dug down 20 feet and cleared out the entire bottom.
Jacob knows who Jeff is. He knows who I am.
He is aware.
Unfortunately, in this cavern, all you find are some, like, reptile-style footprints leading away down towards both H12, H13, and down those stairs to H15.
All right. Doug is going to just kind of peek into that H11 south tail.
South tail?
Yep, because
Yeah.
as we come in, you can't really see around that corner because we can see
you go.
down that first path.
You can go tuck yourself around in that corner. You can get yourself fully out of sight from the rest of the group. but there's nothing back there.
All right.
I'll send Tika into H12, I think.
You send Tika into H12.
Mm-hmm. See if it comes back.
Oh wow, this
Right?
is
He.
really interesting.
Last week I said he 3 times, and Tika's a she.
Tika's a she.
I heard myself say it 3 times.
All right.
Do you get to see what Tika sees? Or do I just get
No.
to describe what she does when she comes back?
Yes, that.
She
So,
seems kind
yeah,
of excited when she comes back. She seems like she found something. I got a question for you. How do you feed Tika?
Baby bird style.
Do you have to feed her? Does she require food?
I haven't been asked that question.
I mean, you are daddy.
I usually have that page open.
If Tika dies of starvation, you can just call up another one. So I wouldn't waste any food on her.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Wow.
I mean,
Is that Ryan or Crixus? Because I think Crixus would say something completely different.
Question the logic, though.
So I think she does need to eat. I think when we're out and about, she usually just hunts for herself. Along with us, we probably just throw her some rations or whatever.
Yeah, do you give her, she's nosing around on your backpack looking for food.
Okay, yeah, Tika, you just ate, but seriously, here, have a jerky.
Okay, so you give her a little piece of jerky. That's good. She seems kind of excited by what she found in there, though.
Now I'm excited to check it out.
All right, yeah, let's. Obviously, it couldn't have been dangerous, right? She came back just fine.
Yeah.
Without any arrows in her hide.
Walking
All
into
right.
H12.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, who's going first? Are you all going? There's plenty of room for you all in there. Doug, go first. Doug's first in the marching order beyond Tika, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Doug, you enter this room, and you guys all you file in behind him. It's 20-foot tall ceiling, tapers into a dead end. There are a dozen skeletons lying on the ground, covered in an even coat of frost on the uneven floor. The strange thing about all these skeletons, though, are their heads are missing.
Doug, stop walking.
Doug would actually
like
turn and give him the people's eyebrow and say, "This is disconcerting."
Only the penitent man will pass, Doug.
You're there for about 10 or 15 seconds looking at these, and each one of you, including Veleen, immediately becomes very hungry, intensely hungry. Veleen, without thinking, reaches into her pack and grabs rations and starts munching on something.
Yeah, I'll grab the rest of that jerky.
Doug.
Your hunger passes, Jacob. That intense hunger seems to fade.
Yeah, Doug would eat something.
Okay, yours fades as well.
I do have some rations, so I guess I'll get out some rations and sit down on the floor and start eating them.
Okay. I need you guys to start tracking your rations, just so you're aware.
Uh-oh.
All right, I just.
I has so many, so I may share. I have 20,
I dropped
25.
Yeah, I was gonna say at one point you guys bought a bunch of rations, so.
Has so many.
I'll then ask Tika what was so exciting about this room.
She goes bounding up to the skeletons and just kind of nudges one, and it kind of rolls over, and there's a clattering of bone that kind of echoes through.
Really, really, Tika,
like,
really.
Crixus would like to investigate the bodies.
What is Tika's intelligence?
8.
8. Okay. Can you make an intelligence check for me for her?
Can you?
So it's this -1. 0.
0. She rolled a nat 1?
Yeah.
Yep. She just nudges the one skeleton. Crixus, investigating the skeletons, you find around the headless neck of one of them tarnished silver holy symbol, similar to one you have on you of Mistral.
Is it also of Mistral?
Yep.
All right. I am going to. I'm gonna take it off this guy.
Okay. Yeah, it comes off easily enough, especially without a head on it.
And this is what I'm gonna do. I already have a holy symbol. I'm gonna give these to Doug and Jacob and say, you may display these if you like. They have not done anything for me outside of the room.
What are they again? I was looking at my
Holy
inventory.
symbols of Mistral.
They're like amulets
Yep. On
with
the
the
chain.
holy symbol.
Mistral was a goddess of magic. And Crixus had this before, like he recalled this, I think it was. One of you recalled it, I remember. She was the original god of magic. Or maybe Professor Scant told you guys this.
I
She
think that's
supposedly
right.
created the weave of magic, what allows magic to be, what allows spells to be cast. There was a Netherese mage named Karsus that sought to steal her power and to prevent certain doom from befalling the material world. Mistral sacrificed herself to keep Karsus from achieving his goal. So, after her sacrifice, Mistral was reincarnated as Mistra and is now worshipped across Faerun. So you guys know the goddess Mistra. Mistral was prior to Mistra.
All right.
So I don't.
Just investigating the rest of the room while.
Looking at the bones,
That's okay.
like Crixus beyond the holy symbol, you see there are several teeth marks on the bones.
That's weird.
Like,
I'm gonna point it out. I'm gonna say it looks like something was biting the heads off these men.
And then Crixus, if you could make an intelligence check for me too, because you're investigating the skeletons.
Mm-hmm. $14.
14? Yeah. You're investigating. You're counting them. There's 12 of them here. You just fought 12 shadows.
coincidence?
You're not sure that's a coincidence, but the numbers are the same. So
Crixus will bring it up. It's important. Say the men who died here may not have earned their rest, and we may have sent them to their eternal slumber.
It would appear that. It would appear that way. Doug would walk out. I was told Doug accepted the amulet of, would you say Mistra?
Mistra.
Yeah.
Mistral.
Mistral? M-I-S-T-R-A-L?
T-Y-A.
Yeah.
T-Y-L. M-Y-S-T-R-Y-L.
Okay. And then Doug would walk out.
If we're leaving, just because I don't want skeletons arising and coming up behind us, to tell Tika to go ahead and stomp them all into piles of bones so that they're not skeleton shaped.
Okay. There's a lot of cracking and breaking sounds of those bones that are both brittle from being old and cold. That kind of echoes and cracks throughout the caverns, echoing off the walls, kind of alerting your presence.
It's very loud.
Yes. It is a loud thing you've asked Tika to do, and she did it loudly.
Mm.
Where would you like to go?
Crixus walks out of the room shaking his head like teenagers in their rock and roll kind of thing.
Old man Crixus.
Doug, when he would get out of that room, he would take a left and head towards H13.
H13. Walking into this, well, I say walking into this room, but you kind of walk into the path. The icicles in this room span from the ceiling to the floor. Like the stalactites, stalagmites touching each other. It's ice, though, and you can see where some narrow paths have been broken through these icicles. There are these very narrow tunnels through these icicles, head both east and south to wider tunnels to the north and west. This is 13. Yeah, you have the north and the west, and then where you're entering. Yeah,
You mean
the
north,
north and
east?
west are wider tunnels. The east and south tunnels are very narrow. Sorry. Yep.
Okay. So I don't see anything out of the ordinary. It just looks like a cave.
It kind of looks like a cave. There are these icicles in here. The narrower tunnels you'd need to break some of these icicles, which would break very easily. Looking at it, you kind of grab one and snap it off. You'd need to break them out a little wider to get through as a party. They wouldn't fit someone your size necessarily.
Doug, do you have dark vision?
No.
Would you like me to cast light on your Mistral holy symbol so that you have a torch?
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Good idea.
I'd be
Carrying a
down
torch
for that.
around.
Okay, I'll do that.
That and then
And
if
then
you
I'll just-
really need to, you can take it and tuck it in your shirt to douse the light real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That looks
Yeah.
badass.
I was gonna do mine, but it's like I'm at the back of the party, so that doesn't really help you.
Veleen offers to light up the back end.
Okay.
Is that I can cast light
So
like a firefly.
Doug would continue to go where the path was probably easier to start. So he would take
So
one of the
heading north?
wider. What's that? Yeah, I'd probably go north.
Heading north, yeah, because you came in from the west side, so heading north into H14 would be the easiest way to go. As you guys enter this room, it's a 10-foot high cavern. You're immediately face to face with a small army of small, misshapen ice creatures. You grab your sword real quick, like, huh? And then realize that they're literally just ice sculptures. There's an incessant yipping that fills the cave from the south.
Oh, did Gus follow me? Nope, he's sleeping. So there's ice do they look like sculptures or do they look like people that were frozen?
They look like sculptures. Make a nature check. Nature? No, insight check, sorry. They're all about 3 feet tall.
16.
They look like kobolds. Someone made an army of ice kobold sculptures to try and scare people away.
Be on your guard. This does not seem right.
Tika at the front of the isn't really that concerned about making noise or not making noise. So as there's been icicles in the way and ice kobolds, she's not shy about making her way through them. Yeah.
I would yell at Jacob, control your beast. We don't need the entire world knowing we're here.
We've seen evidence of the lizard people. We don't want to call them to our position all at once.
Do they control the
All right.
government?
Yeah.
I'll tell Tika and
Lizard people,
Draconic.
government? Okay,
There
gotcha.
might be bad guys around. Try to be quiet. But that only goes so far. All right, so
She
H13 icicles sealing the floor. H14 army of ice kobolds.
She's gone from kind of romping through the ice kobolds to being very, very kind of quiet, like sneaky.
Crouchy
Yeah.
Panther style.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost comical watching her go from this playful romp to, oh, I got you. Sneaky.
Yeah. Like a cat walking down the hallway filled with obstacles and just kind of like really gingerly stepping a foot. And
Yep.
I picture
down
the
each stair.
Looney Tunes commercial or cartoons where when they step over, like they get like their leg gets really tall and like their crotch goes really high.
Hey, yep. Yep,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
So do you head down to H17 then? That's the question. Because that's the way out of this room, or do you turn back and go other directions?
Nope, I would continue down. If that path is wide enough for me to go down, I would go down to H17.
The yips and barks that you heard earlier suddenly stop as you descend the stairs leading into this cavern, and you catch a faint whiff of death as you reach the base of the stairs.
I would kind of hold up my hand like, hold up. And I would tell Jacob to send Tika ahead. Something doesn't smell right in here.
all right, tell Tika to pounce into age 17. So just make one big leap to the center of the room, see what happens.
Okay, how far can she jump?
Her speed is 40. I'd have to look up the jump
She
rules.
needs 10. What's her strength?
Well, she
needs 10.
She can technically fly,
feet.
but
10-foot run. Oh, okay, yeah. If you want her to land in the... Yeah, because if she jumps and then flaps her wings once...
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything
So
about this
just-
cavern, so it's like 30 feet high, I would assume. So
I'll
she
say-
would be...
or
Oh,
the-
oh,
approximately
20-foot
the
ceiling.
Approximately the center of the H17 circle.
Yeah, so she jumps out there, and she gets out there no problem. She hits a icicle on the way, lands there, and from the ceiling drop 5 kobold-looking creatures surrounding her, and we can roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, so I missed creatures. How many and what are
Tika-
they?
Tika jumped into the
Five.
middle of the room, and 5 kobold-looking creatures drop from the ceiling, emaciated and deadly. Professor Scant yells, "They're vampires." He notices that right away. He said, "They're vampires!
What?
Vampires!" You have him hanging on your hip now. You chose to put him outside your hip because he had a lot of information for you guys. I remember you saying that.
I like it.
Because I've been waiting for you to do that forever because he can tell you shit about this place. So when you finally did it, I took note. I'm like, yes, he's on the outside. Good, I can use him.
Perfect.
So let's roll some initiative you guys did. I suppose I got to roll for... what's her nuts? 2 nerds, 1 quest. Where is she?
What's
Right.
her ball sack?
What's her
14.
ball sack? Yeah. It pops up. I will list it off in a second. You said 14, Doug?
Yep.
I have 6 for you.
Yeah, I
there.
have
You rolled
advantage.
twice.
I had to roll twice because I forgot to click advantage.
Got you. Let me roll for Veleen here. Initiative. Woohoo. She had a 14 as well.
And just so you know, gentlemen, that we cannot be surprised if you're within 30 feet of me.
Yes.
And then that is initiative. So the initiative order is the kobolds. Veleen, Doug, Jacob, Crixus. So Tika is there, and the first vampire kobold guy is going to bite Tika. It's 15 hit.
No, 17.
All right.
That little dragon monster is badass.
Next one rolls in, and that is a 10, which does not hit. Next one rolls in, and that is a 12, which does not hit. She's getting very lucky. Next one.
She's twisting and dodging.
She absolutely is. That's a 13. The last one swinging at her, they wanted to ambush her, does a 16 hitter.
No, 17.
Holy snap. 5 little kobolds suddenly are very cautious. They've all swung, and they are nervous. It is Veleen's turn to go, and Veleen will... Doug, why are you rolling witch bolt damage?
Because I clicked on the wrong button. It was an accidental click.
Trying to figure out his life.
Veleen is going to cast Chill Touch at one of these
my bad.
buggers. Oops.
Which is neither cold damage, nor do you need to touch anything.
No, but it is a 26, so she hits that first one that she sees for 2d8 necrotic damage, which is a whopping total of 10 damage. To the
How do these guys like necrotic damage if Professor Scant thinks they're vampires?
Yeah, that's a good question. Necrotic? Yeah, it doesn't seem to do as much damage as she thought it would. And Professor Scant reinforces his statement. They're vampires, Veleen. Vampires. She's like, oh, yes, you are correct. And she's going to hang out where she is. She feels comfortable in the tunnel, kind of out of sight, out of mind. We'll move to Doug.
All right. Doug is just fine shooting some arrows at him
Doug?
if he can see him.
Doug?
Let's go with Jacob.
Yeah, no, it's Doug's turn.
Yeah.
I wrote this completely wrong then.
You're next, Jacob. Vampires, Veleen, Doug, Jacob, Crixus.
All right. Doug is going to, because I'm assuming they are not within macing range.
No, you'd have to get up to macing range them.
All right. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt.
Ooh, hey, that's Witch Bolt. What are you gonna cast?
The Witch Bolt.
The other one.
The other one. Witch Bolt. Yes.
I am going to
He's
cast
on first.
it just level 1.
I don't know. Third base.
Third base. How'd I get on third? You mentioned his name.
What? Left field?
14.
14 to hit.
Mhm.
That just hits.
Ooh,
That is their AC. 14.
nice.
Woohoo.
So now with Witch Bolt, I can keep using it without having to roll.
Connect again.
Mhm.
Correct. There's a line of purplish white energy that hits this thing and maintains between your hand and the kobold. Question is, which one? Aha! See what I did there? Are you actually aiming at?
I would.
A new one or the one that was hit already? Or the furthest one away?
I would probably do the one closest because the ones closest would be the most, likely to come at us. So.
Okay, of the ones closest, do you do the one that was hit already or the other one? They're two about equal range from you.
I'll hit the one that was hit already.
Okay. So your witch bolt goes to him. Do some damages.
Concentration, so don't get hit.
Fuck you.
What
One.
kind of damage is it?
Lightning, right?
Lightning damage?
I think we had that last week.
Alright. So you got a witch bolt. Are you going to move at all then?
No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at because I can just keep
Stay
using
where
Witch
you are.
Bolt. Yeah.
Alright.
It's gonna be a long battle if I keep throwing ones.
Keep
at it.
rolling ones for your damage? Yes, it is.
Mhm.
Jacob.
All right. If I can see them, I would like to longbow.
Yeah.
Hey, quick
You're,
question.
you've all kind of staggered left and right in the tunnel. Like, I imagine one of you, like, Doug pushed over to the left, and you moved over to the right, and Veleen's kind of behind the two of you.
Do cantrips interrupt concentration spells?
Unless they're concentration themselves, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Does we know an 11 doesn't hit.
11
I'm
does
aiming
not
for. I'm aiming for the front one that the witch bolt is not attached to.
Okay.
Second shot is better. 24 to
hits.
hit.
That absolutely hits.
If that makes sense, Doug, you can only concentrate on one spell at a time.
Yeah.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay.
And then bonus action to command Tika to attack.
All right. And Tika?
And
She's
Tika.
standing in amongst all of them, so where does she want to go? None of them hit her. She's got no preference. She's.
It's probably just as random as the next. So let's go the one behind her to the left, if there's one there.
Behind her to the left? Yeah, sure. That, coincidentally, is the one that the witch bolt's attached to. In my head.
Okay, 17 to hit.
That does hit.
And it is...
Ooh.
It would be 9 piercing and 6 fire, if it matters.
Piercing and it does matter. So that's 6 fire. All right. Takes a pretty good bite out of this little vampire guy.
And neither one of us are moving, so I think that's it.
Oh, hell. I just noticed something.
I could have attacked twice with Witch Bolt.
Does that work right?
I just saw it last time, right?
How do you attack twice with Witch Bolt?
It says when you use an attack action, I can attack twice.
Witch Bolt is a spell, not an
Oh,
attack.
yeah, it's different.
But
not
it's
the
The
attack
action of casting a spell or action of attacking.
Yeah.
But when I click on the attack tab, it's there.
Yeah, because you can choose to put it there.
Oh.
That's a D&D Beyond thing. It's a shortcut.
Yeah. I have Guiding Bolt in my attack actions. That doesn't mean I get to cast it.
In your
Yeah,
actions.
the header-
that
the
list
header on
is
that
your
is
actions,
actions,
not
not
your attack
attacks.
actions. It's your actions you can take. I'll clarify that. Hear it again. That list is your actions you can take.
Okay.
Not your attack actions you can take. Your actions you can take. One of those is attacking. You can put one in there as a spell. You can put any of your spells in there that take an action to cast. You'll notice if you look in your bonus actions, there'll be spells that require a bonus action to cast. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So where were we at again?
Sorry.
Jacob and Tika are done.
Jacob and Tika are done. Okay, that moves us to... Oh yeah, I was just saying I noticed some shit. They all should have had advantage on their attacks because they have pack tactics.
Oh,
At least on Tika.
man, that's going to make the...
Yeah, these guys are going to
They
be
were-
a little bit of a bitch. Just saying.
Maybe they weren't expecting Tika to be there. They lost advantage because they were surprised. But they're not going to be surprised in round 2.
Yeah, there's some other shit that... They're vampires. Let's see. Next is Crixus. On the back end of everything.
So how close are these monsters together?
How close are these monsters together? Well, they all surround Tika, who takes up a 5-foot square in H17, so they are all within a 15-foot square.
All right, I'm going to move up behind Tika.
Taking up a space in between two of the kobolds.
Sure.
Okay. Yep. Right in there between.
And
two of them.
I am going to hold my amulet to Suni, and I am going to chant some inspirational music, and censure the undead using my turn undead through channeling my divinity.
So your turn.
So I need them
undead.
all to make a wisdom saving throw at 14, and a creature that fails tries to get away from me and uses its action to do so.
Oh wow, nice. So an 11 and a 6 and a 8. Oh, there's an 18
What level cleric are you?
and a 20. So 2 of them. The 2 on the backside, the 2 furthest away.
I have 6 levels of cleric.
Okay, if they fail and their CR 1/2 or lower, they are destroyed via destroy undead.
Yeah, they are not CR 1/2 or lower. So they're gonna try and run.
Okay.
Except for 2 of them. The 2 on the backside, the furthest ones away from you, maintained their posture. A, B, and C gotta run. I still need a notebook.
ABC
Trying to do
later.
this without. Trying to do this without a notebook, but a notebook is still handy in combat for writing quick notes. So, oh hey, look at this, sticky notes. It's almost like my girlfriend's organized. She has sticky notes at her desk. That'll help.
Jackpot.
Oh,
How'd the notes get sticky?
Standard sticky notes. You'd have to ask 3M. I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
It's a magic formula.
A, B, and C are frightened. And they need to use their action to get away?
Yeah, that's correct. So the ones that are turned will use their action to dash
Ooh, wow. This is going to get messy.
to get away from me.
They're going to go everywhere. All right.
Run away!
let's
Run
see.
away!
Let's see. Witch Bolt is on A. Remember that.
Now, taking damage invalidates
stop.
the turn. So
Okay, so they'll stop running once they take damage. That one takes damage from the Witch Bolt. So you got 2 of them that are going to take off running. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? You moved, you channeled divinity. You got a bonus action yet, I think?
I do have a bonus action. Yeah, I guess I'll cast spiritual weapon.
Ooh, hell yeah. Where would you like to drop that spiritual weapon?
I could probably realize the creatures that were not affected by my spell,
Yeah, I would say so.
and so I would put one right next to one of the 2 that were not affected. I guess the closest to me.
Tell you what, why don't you drop it right between the 2 of them on the backside? Because there's a gap there between
Jackpot.
the 2 of them.
And you see a ethereal whip show up and crack at one of them. 24 to hit
Absolutely hits him.
Nice.
and 5 damage.
5 damages, and that is what type of damage again?
It is force damage. Yep, that's right.
5 force damage.
Use the force,
Oh.
Crixus.
All right. That was E that you were hitting. Just saying. Pulling
All right,
around.
E.
Pulling
I'm
around
whacking
to the
E.
vampires. Whacking E. A takes off running. He is going to run.
So far away.
Yeah. What is beyond? I actually got it because they'll know this cavern system. I got to figure out what is the most logical place for them to want to run and hide. We're in age 17. So they have 19, 18. 13 is not a logic.
Oh boy.
Let me see what 19 is.
Which side was A on? Because I don't think they can
He's
get closer.
Yeah,
or-
he's
kinda-
closest to you. Yeah, he's not going to 19. He's definitely not going to 19. Yeah, he's gonna avoid 18 too. He's running. He's taken off, kind of in a roundabout way, not getting. Oh wow, he can't really. No, he's headed off down the tunnel to the north, into H18. Do you need to maintain eyesight in order to keep your witch bolt up, Doug?
I don't remember it saying that.
There
Can
might
you
be a
check for me?
distance.
Is there a distance you can hold it? 'Cause he's
30
gonna move
feet.
60. He has to stay within 30 feet.
Range 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna run 60 feet away around a
Or-
corner, so your witch bolt is gonna break.
Dick.
Man.
You can blame Crixus.
I mean,
The other one, B is going to take off down towards H13, and C is going to follow in that direction. So two of them break off 60 feet away into H13. You actually hear the shattering and tinkling of icicles as they burst into that room, purely afraid of the big bad tiefling. You hear some sort of moan come from H18, and then some yipping, like a, and then from H18. There are two left in there with you that are going after Tika, and they do have advantage on their attacks because they have pack tactics and they are still within. So, let's see. First one, I think the 24 is going to hit. I'm rolling just to see if it's crit. Nope. 24 to hit.
Yep.
sounds like a great
does-
idea until we have to figure out how it works in combat.
8 points of piercing damage plus 3 points of necrotic damage. And Tika's maximum hit point. Okay, clear this. Is reduced by the amount equal to the necrotic damage. So 3 points.
So -3.
Yep, -3 to her maximum hit points. The next one is going to attack. That's a 15 to hit.
No.
Oh, wait. It has advantage. So the second roll is a 21 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That is
him.
six piercing, and then again the necrotic. That is. Oh, come on. The necrotic damage is 2, so that's hit point reduction as well.
Okay.
And then it is. So that moves us through the 5 of them, and that brings us to Veleen, who is going to. Oh, what will she do? She is going to. Oh, I don't have it up here because I don't have it on her, but I'm going to do some things with stuff. The magic missiles that she's common of doing. I did not build that into her character sheet yet, though. So she does 4. So it's 5, 6, 3, and 3 missiles all at the same time at the one that Crixus's whip hit. Total of it's +1, right? I don't have it in front of me.
Yep.
Yeah.
+1.
D4
for each one.
+1.
So it's a total of 11 points of damage, all into the one that Crixus whipped earlier.
Well,
That is force damage, I believe. So
Yep.
continues to boom, 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 boom. Rolls into that guy. She's content being where she is. She doesn't feel overly threatened by these guys, seeing as how their numbers have been reduced severely. Doug,
All right, Doog.
your witch bolt dropped as this dude ran off to the north.
Mm-hmm. I'm
You
gonna
have- There are
cast-
2 of them that you can see. One that hasn't been touched and one that's been touched up a little bit.
I'm gonna do whichever one is closer to me.
They're equidistant. They're both on the opposite side of Tika.
Of
from
course
you.
they are. I'll
Yep.
do the one that was touched up.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Frostbite, which is a cantrip.
All right.
Constitution
Zach,
saving.
what's the range on Frostbite?
60 feet.
60 feet? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay, cool.
Constitution 14.
Constitution saving throw. 14? Let's see. That's them. They have a decent con. That's crazy. 16.
Fuck
So you take half then? Or is it save or suck? It's a cantrip. It's probably save or suck, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. So he saves.
Okay.
So that was your action. Do you have a bonus action?
Nah.
No? No bonus action? Do you want to move at all?
No, I mean, they're leaving me alone, so I'm just going to stay where I'm at. I
Okay.
can hit them from well, in theory, I should be able to hit them from a distance.
All right. Ranged paladin. I love it.
Let him keep biting the dog.
Uh-huh. That's
How?
basically it.
All right. That moves us to Jacob.
All right, I gotta ask, since I was probably near the back, do I hear the breaking of icicles from behind me going back through the cavern to H13 the other way?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Okay, so I'm aware that they're... Okay, I don't want to get caught with one behind, so I'm going to tell Veleen I hear him back there, and I'm going to head back down the hallway towards H13, and if I see him, I'll shoot.
Let's see. H13 back.
And
five,
bonus
zero,
action, I'll
five.
tell Tika to keep attacking, so when that comes up, so she can still hear me then.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
movement
you
is
actually
35.
see them. You see them both. You come back to H14. You're in that hallway between H14 and H13, and you can see them through the icicles running off into towards H11. You can get a shot on either one or both of them. You do notice that one of these guys is. Oh nope, I think they're both healthy. No, one of these
Okay,
guys. One of these guys has been hit. He's bleeding a
all
little
right,
bit.
I'll try shooting at that one with the
Okay.
longbow. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I could ask for advantage because it doesn't know I'm there and it's running away, but I'm not going to. I'll just shoot. Yes,
Crit.
that's called a crit.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a kid. Had a kid.
Right in the neck.
Crit damage, yes. Rolling. A 1 and a 2 for a grand total of 5 damage.
Awesome.
That seems weak. I may change our crit rules after this session. I've played with crit rules where you get max damage, then you roll on top of it. Because having that happen just now takes all the wind out of a crit. Like, it sucks on both
and then
sides of the table.
Natural 1 on the second shot. So
how much damage did it take? You said
I think it was 5. 1, 2, and 2 is 5. Yeah.
5 damage.
Yeah, or at least if one of the die was a max die and the second one was the how much bonus on it, that would be kind of a good way. But okay, and then Tika at the one of, I guess it doesn't matter which one, left again.
Left again.
Okay. Whichever one is left to her left.
The one that's been kind of getting wailed on.
And it's a miss. 2
It
plus
is a
6
miss.
is 8.
Ooh. Alright.
We are not fighting well.
No.
Well, you're not doing horrible. I mean,
mean-
you took this from Tika being absolutely surrounded to a manageable. Like, you're all kind of picking away at a couple of them.
I've done
So
1 point of damage.
there's been a grand total of
Maybe-
16.
I will say on the
16,
math from
22.
the previous week, when you were using 2 hits of a melee weapon, you were doing a lot more damage per round.
Yeah.
We've done about
But
40,
we gotta
45
test
damage,
all this stuff.
somewhere right in there right now as a group.
So
Are you done, Jacob?
I am done, and Tika is done.
Crixus.
All right. I'm
They
gonna
took off
run up
running.
on.
You can
I'm
move
gonna
your way
run up
around
on the
Tika.
one that my axe cracked, or that my whip cracked last time.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to bury my hand axe into his shoulder.
Okay.
That's not gonna do it for a 9,
Nope.
To
That does
hit.
not make contact.
but I'll activate the spiritual weapon again to
Oh, hell yeah.
whack at it, and 25 to hit,
Oh, yeah.
and that's a good shot at a 9. damage.
Excellent. Yeah, he doesn't look so hot. He's been bloodied.
Yep, Crixus is just gonna, he's got his hand axe out, so he's banging on his shield. He's hoping that one of them tries to
some
bite
attention.
him. Yep,
Alright.
and I'll end my turn.
You connected with the one,
Yep.
Jeff. That guy's, yeah, he's okay. The one that ran off towards H18, you don't hear any more noise from that direction. Jeff, the one that you hit turns around and comes after you, or Jacob, I should say.
Okay. Is it close enough to get to me?
No, he moves right up to you, but that's everything. That's his action and bonus action. He doesn't have a bonus action that he can do, so he gets right up in your face, but just kind of barks at you. The other one you see take off running in the distance towards H11.
Okay.
Let's see. Then that's that one, and that one. The one moves out of Tika's range towards Crixus, seeing him as a greater threat. Tika can have an AO on him if she would like.
I'm gonna go with no. I'll save her reaction to. I forgot to do it before, but her essence reaction. So I'll save it.
Fair enough. So she moves around towards Crixus, or he does, I should say. No, come on, pull up the stat sheet. And he is going to try and bite you, Crixus. That's a nat 20 to bite you.
Yikes.
Crit damage. So that is 9 points of piercing damage. And then 5 points of necrotic damage, and that 5 points reduces your hit point total by 5 points.
All right, I'm gonna. So that was 14 damage total.
Yep. You're gonna
And
react.
that impacts my match.
You use your reaction at all, Crixus, in this moment?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be sorry. Using my hellish rebuke.
That's why I'm asking. I have a tiefling myself, so it's
Yep.
it's fun stuff to do that.
I was just trying to reset my max HP, but
Sorry about that.
Take care of that in a second. All right, so I'll use the hellish rebuke. Wait, I actually have to navigate to that. And it's not that great, but it is 9 additional damage
9.
of fire.
I think it gets a save.
On a hellish rebuke?
Yeah, it's a spell.
Let me see. Yep, it makes a dex saving throw 14 or better.
It's Dexy. Oh, but it fails at 11.
Nice.
Good, because I wanted it to take the 9.
Fire, does it have any? No, it doesn't have any resistance.
Seems
It
about
doesn't
right.
have any vulnerability either. I was thinking as a vampire it might have vulnerability to fire. Nope.
You would think it would,
So
right?
9. It's got other things. It's got other things. To which, being your turn, it seems an appropriate time that Professor Scant would mention if you have a stake, a wooden stake to the heart, may actually do something good to it.
You have that.
You do?
Yeah, I have a
yeah.
I have a box full of them. Yeah.
he there was a point, I forget where it was, but at some point you guys knew there was vampires and he prepped for vampires.
I have 9 wooden stakes.
Yeah. I forget exactly when that was, but I do remember him doing it. Then the last one is going after you as well.
That's funny. I have wooden stakes and holy water.
Oh my god,
Did
that's
the-
another
Is
crit.
did the second one leave Tika's space?
No, that one stayed where it was.
Okay.
Ish.
Yeah, another crit from this one. So,
Pissed him off, I guess.
yeah. Oh shit, and that's max. So that's 12 piercing damage. And then necrotic damage. Oh, I didn't roll it as crit damage before. The necrotic is 10. So that is a hit point adjustment as well. On the
All right,
10.
so my
22
max
total.
HP is down 14,
14, yeah.
and then I took 22 just now.
Yes. 12 and 10, yeah.
Cool.
You sound enthused. The good news is that's all of them. So it's Veleen's turn. She sees these guys kind of wailing on you, Crixus, and she is going to drop a. Where are her spells? She is going to drop. What is that? Oh, I gotta clear this. I got too much in my way. I think she's actually going to.
Are they considered undead?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Vampires, yes, absolutely. The problem is a lot of the stuff she has.
Necrotic, I bet.
Yeah, she can't do blight on them because it doesn't do anything. She knows this now. She's been reminded by. Does this do? That's necrotic damage. Wow. Is this necrotic damage?
How much life do you have left there, Mr. Crixus, if I can ask?
Oh, this is poison damage. This will work. This will work.
Not that much.
She will do a.
Back-to-back crits put me in. I'm above single digits, but barely.
She's casting a ray of sickness on the one that moved around to hit Crixus, and that's a 25 to hit. Ooh, that die spun for a long time, doing 21 points of poison damage to it, which was this one. He is now bloodied as this ray escapes her hand and just buffets its head with this sickening green-looking color. He does not look well at all. Both of them near you, Crixus, do not look very good. Doug. The two in sight do not look like they're all that healthy. You hear combat behind you from Jacob interacting with one. You do know the other one ran off towards H18, but you did hear some noise from that direction. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, seeing Crixus in the position that he's in, I would run up to him and then cast protection from evil and good and slap him on the ass because it's a touch. It's a touch thing.
Okay, and protection from evil and good does what?
Until the spell ends, one willing creature. It's a 10 minutes concentration.
Okay.
One willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Nice.
The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those type have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. Target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Seems
Nice.
good.
That, especially with the pack tactics, that's huge. That makes them flat rolls on their attacks. So that is massive for you right now.
So much less likely to crit against me again. Is that what
Ex- Yeah, except both of those were the crits on the first roll. I didn't even roll the advantage roll.
Oh my
because they were
gosh.
crits. It's like, holy shit. Let's see. That moves us out to... What was I trying to do here? You moved up there. Yeah, slapped him on the ass. Gave him the protection. Is there anything else you would like to do, Doug?
Well, I was going to attack, but seeing Crixus in the position he's in.
Yeah. So you did that. Bonus action at all? Or...
No.
No bonus action. All right, that moves us to Jacob.
How close did?
It's in your face, melee range.
Okay, so bow's not gonna work very well then.
Nope. Bow will not be an option.
All right. I gotta give me a second. Gotta look and see what I'm. All right. Where in that? Where would you say I'm standing if I'm looking at the map? Just to have an idea.
You're in the hallway between H14 and H13.
Okay.
Like those two middle spaces, one's probably you and one is him.
Okay. So if I were to back up, would there be a spot that I'd still be able to shoot him from?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you could
away?
get back and you see where that little bump out is on the west wall? You could stand in that square next to it that's touching the H14 tag.
Okay.
You could stand there and absolutely shoot at him from there. He's going to get an AO when you back out away from him, though.
And what about further than that?
Further than that? Yeah, you could back out along that
Get
diagonal.
all the way. Okay. I would like to use my bonus action to use my once a day Misty Step.
Okay.
And go back as far as I can. And then, oh, that's real cool.
Yeah, where that bump out is on the north, all the way to the north, you could be on the west side of that bump out and still have line of sight.
I'm gonna do that, and then I will.
Okay.
I will take 2 shots at it.
Excellent. Fire away. This is the
Keep firing, assholes.
yeah, exactly.
12.
12 misses. Their AC is 14.
There we go. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And 5 damage.
5 piercing damage. Doesn't seem to do as much damage as you thought.
Piercing from a magical weapon.
Yep.
And since I used my bonus action
from a magical event, it does all your damage. That's right.
Since I used my bonus action, I can't command Tika to attack, so Tika's just going to move up on the creatures, and I think she just takes the dodge action, by default.
Okay. Dodge action by default. That moves us to Crixus. You got 2 of them in front of you that don't look very healthy at all.
I'm going to start with my bonus action and whip the one that looks the least healthy.
Okay.
$24 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely hits.
Whoopsh.
7 damage.
7 damages. Ew, it really does not look good.
Damn it.
So close.
All right, well, then I'm going to have to use my my action to cast 3rd level Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. It has no effect because Doug is evil. No, I'm kidding.
Son of a bitch.
That wasn't a bad roll. What was it? 18?
I mean, there was nothing. There was 1 5, a 2, and a 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So I get +8, but
yeah. All right.
But I mean, I'm good. It just
Not
I was
great.
hoping I could kill both in 1 turn.
Yeah. Yeah, and then not afterward, and then heal later.
And not, yeah. But all right, and that's it.
Protection can only.
Crixus is not going to bang on his shield this time. It seemed to piss him off last time.
Tired of calling attention to yourself?
Yeah.
Hey guys, just ignore me for a round or 2. I'll be fine.
All right. All right. So that moves us then to from Crixus. We are back to the top where they are. There is silence from H18. Jacob, you moved back up to there, and he was in here, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He can get right up next to you with his movement. So with his single movement, he moves up next to you. He is going to try and bite you.
Miss.
And
Oh,
18?
I don't know what it is. Oh, 17.
Ah, haha, he got you.
Got you,
Hey,
good
it wasn't a crit. So
No, we saved
don't
those
blame
for
yourself.
Crixus.
5 points of piercing damage and 4 points of necrotic damage. The necrotic damage is also a hit point reduction. This guy is still running. Crixus. Senior, not many hit points, is going to try and bite you.
Mhm. I
25.
deserve it. Yeah, that'll hit.
I knew that. Wasn't a crit though. That's 5 points of piercing damage and oh, come on. So I can get the necrotic in here, and then 6 points of necrotic, which is hit point reduction. The next guy is going to turn and go after Tika because you didn't hit him last time, and that is... Oh, he has disadvantage, correct?
Against
roll
Tika?
Disadvantage on Crixus only.
On Crixus, but Tika took the dodge action, correct?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep,
And
yep,
she's only
absolutely.
got one mirror, so there isn't even a cancellation of that because it doesn't have advantage. So disadvantage was a 12 and a nat 1, so that one misses Tika. Rolls us around to Veleen. She is going to... launch some magic missiles, killing one. With the first magic missile hits that severely weakened one, and then dumps another 4, 6, and 2 is 8 points of damage onto the other one, which does not look very well right now at all. So this is gone. And she's just chilling. Doug, it is you, sir.
All right, I am going to.
Oh yeah, that's right. You moved in near Crixus now. So
I am in melee range.
you are in melee range.
So I will take a swipe at the one that looks not so good,
Okay.
the least gooder of the two.
The least gooder one. Well, the one's laying down unconscious, dead. So
Oh,
there's one standing yet near you.
9.
That misses. He kind of wobbled out of.
God
He's not
damn
feeling
it.
very well, and when you swung, he wobbled out of the way.
Yeah, and then he wobbled out of the way again. 10. I
Yeah,
am
you're having a hard time missing the
useless.
wobbly turn.
I
It's
am.
like one of those. It's like one of those punching bags when you were a kid that had the weighted bottom, the blow up punching bag.
Uh-huh.
You punch it. And looks
Remember
like me trying
when
to
you
hit
did
it.
1 point of damage?
Yeah, that was
Hey,
cool.
that was better than this.
That was productive.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I kind of want to go home.
Take my ball and go home.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Jacob.
Yeah. Okay, so again, he's up in my face.
Yeah, he's up in your grill.
Um,
Lighting the charcoal.
right. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch weapons. Let's see.
Switch weapons.
Yeah, I'll do that and go with the rapier.
Okay.
Should be enough. 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
It is magical piercing for 10.
Ooh, nice.
Second swing on the
He
back
does
swing.
not look so good.
8 to hit will not hit.
8 misses. Yep. You were so happy you connected with the first one that you swung back nonchalantly and missed him.
And then I will yell my bonus action for Tika to get here, like
Come?
like a
Tika
help,
come?
like yeah, yep.
Okay. So then Tika on her turn.
So Tika, can she get through, or does she have to bowl through some people or some?
No, she can get through and around. Veleen will step to the side and let her through. She is going to take an AO from the one remaining that's standing down there.
Okay, that's fine.
As she moves out of the way, he is going to 13 hit her.
Nope.
He swipes at the air where she was standing. He kind of leaves a poof there and nothing. All right. And she, if she moves and action moves, she can get right up next to you.
Cool.
All right. Then you're complete.
Yep.
Crixus. You have one standing in front of you. He does not have a lot of health at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to whack him with the whip again first. And 17, whip it good.
Oh, yeah.
And he will take 8 damage.
Hey, you want to describe a kill shot here?
Yeah, the whip wraps around the vampire's neck and like slices it straight through, and I see him fall over.
All right, and you are.
And then
left.
I'm gonna get out my arms box and bust it open so that there's wooden stakes basically all over the place.
Okay, yeah, you pull it out and there's suddenly wooden stakes all over the ground. You smash that open. We move back to them. You don't hear anything from H18. Jacob, you are going to get a attack on you. 16 hit you?
No, 17.
Ooh, so he whiffs at the air. That dude is running. That dude's dead. That dude's dead. We're back to Veleen. At this point, Veleen turns around and sees the one you are in combat with, and will launch a couple of magic missiles that direction. 9 plus 6, 15 points of damage to that one. And as you're standing there, Tika just kind of comes up next to you, and you turn, and suddenly out from down the halls, just bam, 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 and the thing just kind of stumbles off to the side and falls over next to you.
Nice.
It is quiet right now, as the remaining 2 vampire kobolds have run off in opposite directions, and you don't hear anything from either of those directions. We are out of initiative. 2 of these still remain, and there are stakes all over the ground. Is there anything you would like to do right now?
Yeah, Crixus is gonna grab one, and the one that hit him for the most necrotic damage, he's gonna lean all his weight into pushing a stake through his heart.
Nice.
Yeah, Doug would grab a stake as well and go to the other one that had the head ripped off.
Okay. Yep. Take stake through the heart, slowly push stake through the heart. Veleen, seeing what you guys are doing, runs down and grabs a stake and comes running up and says, Jacob, and tosses the stake to Jacob.
Which slips through his hands and hits him in the
Jacob
chest. He falls over dead.
Make a dexterity saving throw to catch it.
Sorry, guys. My bad.
It's like lawn jarts all of a sudden.
Right.
Straight through his chest.
It's good. It's a 22. I'm good.
22, yeah. So you grab it without any hesitation. You snatch it out of the air, lay it in his chest, and just push all your weight down on it, plunging it into this chest cavity.
Yeah,
In
she
those
throws
moments,
a point first.
When you
She
push
throws
those,
a point first, and I grab it and just guide it right down.
Yep, exactly. Bam, right into them. As you push these through their hearts, they crumble into dust that litters the snow and ice on the floor before you. And we will determine what is going to happen with the 2 escapees next week. Tom, Norman, you want to take us out of here, buddy?
Yeah.
Nice job today, guys.
Well, we are Two Nerds One Quest. We are here every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Nothing like a good battle to start your Sunday.
Yeah.
If you want to support us, Twitter, patreon.com/Two Nerds One Quest. we have a shop, which I can put in the chat here.
Oh yeah.
Go there. Any little bit that you do will help us. We do take Amazon Prime subs as well. So if you have an Amazon Prime sub just floating around out there, waiting to be used, why don't you just, toss it over in our direction? We can make good use of it. Wooden stakes or lawn jarts? Ooh, good title. So, we are doing show titles next. If you are in chat, go to timemnorm.showbot.tv. We'll be voting on show titles. So, for me,
Yeah, buddy.
for Genius, and the Cooch, and the DM, Mr. JC. We'll catch you next week. I try to keep the lo-fi hip-hop to when we're out of action, and then when we're in action, I go to the metal.
Like it.
Aaron on Juice, who put that in there as a show title? That's
Good
wrong.
one. It's like the first thing that happened today.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was like right out of the gate. All right, I'm going to read these out. All right, we got Aaron on Juice. We got My Combat Buddy. Reminds me of a hobbit I once knew. Teenagers and their rock and roll. Which bolt? That bolt. ABC you later. Whack and E. Senior, not many hit points. And wooden stakes or lawn jarts.
Ooh, I know where I want to vote.
Yeah, the lawn jarts photo rolled my dex low. It would have got me right through the hand.
Yeah.
If
That's
You
why
are
lawn
in-
jarts got.
If you're in chat, go to that link I just threw in there. That should take you right to it. Click on a title to vote for it. Vote. We want your votes. Vote, vote, vote. Oh, and while I have you here, my book is live, so go order my book.
Well, I have you here.
Hell yeah.
There's my link. Go there. Buy a book.
I guess you could say I officially started my book, but yeah, that was
Ah,
a while
good.
ago.
Did you?
Yeah, it's weird because I am really debating what I want to try and do with it. I have a feeling I'm going to abbreviate. I gotta outline it and abbreviate it and combine some characters because I think writing 7 main characters is a lot of main characters for a first book.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
can
if you're
be.
making a Game of Thrones style epic,
Yeah, exactly.
It's not terrible if you write down and make notes before you start writing. Like, this is this character, this is what they do. That way, you're not trying to make it up as you go.
Well, I won't be because it's based on my homebrew campaign I did. That's the book I'm
Mhm.
writing. I want to write that as a story. And it's more
When-
outlining the story than
Yeah, whether it's
Yeah.
whether it's the actual book or not, writing each person's mini backstory would kind of give you that intro of who they are and what they are, as opposed to just like, hey, here's 7 characters, meet them all at once.
Yeah, and I don't have to introduce you all at once. You weren't all there at the same time. You all kind of rolled in one at a time, like a story, which is kind of nice. So maybe I will just do that. I was thinking of trying to dial it back to my initial intention of the 4 prime elements: earth, air, water, and fire type
All right,
thing, and
we
run
have-
it kind of like a Final Fantasy thing.
2 votes. We need more votes.
2 votes. Did I vote? I think I
now there's
voted.
4 of us. It's very confusing.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't vote unless I have to.
I have voted now. I kind of wait for other people to vote, and because I usually have like 2 or 3 of them, and if one of the ones I wanted to vote for shows up that someone else voted for, I'll vote for that one. So I really did like Senior, not so many hit points. Senior, not many hit points. That was fun.
Reducing max hit points, that's brutal.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm at
looking at these
31 max hit
max
points.
hit
I'm like a 4th level character again.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. Thankfully, these aren't like massive. It's kind of neat to know that these creatures exist like this. And it's kind of the fun thing about writing or running a written adventure is you get introduced to some characters and some abilities that you, if you're just looking through the monster manual, you may never come across if you don't look at a creature that has this specific ability.
Mm-hmm.
Because it isn't as, like, yeah, it's bad, but getting rid of it isn't overly difficult. A little behind the scenes here.
Yeah. I think the interesting part about this campaign, and I guess I didn't know for sure in the first, in the Dragon of Icespire Peak, but in this one, it definitely feels like every encounter could be deadly if it goes poorly. Like
Yeah.
it's written for this size of a party. It seems like it's written to tax us, not just breeze through.
The whole adventure is written to tax. It's supposed to be a like a horror style campaign. It's supposed to be creepy. It's supposed to push you to your limits. It's an isolationist horror attrition style fear campaign, and it does that well with what I'm reading in a lot of the combats and stuff.
I feel like Crixus would have probably fared better if I would have actually hit.
Yeah, honestly, there was some stuff in there that was just kind of like that could have gone better.
But also, we could have had 5 vampires all within melee range. So
Yeah, that could have gone much worse had Crixus not run in and
it could have also
scattered
gone
them.
worse.
Mhm.
So I
Very
think,
worse.
although now we've got to worry about the 2 that we can't find anymore, still in the short term better.
Yeah, I got to read
Those two
some of these
were-
other rooms
those
and
two
see
were
where they ran
around,
off to.
Yeah, those 2 are around either way. So whether we found them or didn't find them, they were in the cavern. But now instead of 5, there's 2. So we're still in a better place.
Yeah.
As long as they don't creep up behind us while we're battling a frost dragon.
Yeah, right.
This is really interesting. I'm looking at the map now.
All right.
Now you're looking at the map.
Well, no, I'm looking. I look at the map as I prep
First
and
time
stuff,
ever,
and
it's fascinating.
and I read the things. But I'm looking at this, and this direction is like. I mean, you guys have the map. It's dead ends.
We
So this direction is all dead ends, but you wouldn't know that. Your characters wouldn't know
we
that.
heard some sounds when he ran off into H18. Or
Yep.
it was where the other ones didn't necessarily. Yep.
Mhm.
So almost sounded like he ran into something.
Yeah, and I don't actually look at the map at all. I just have it when we're going. I have the map condensed, and I just kind of flow it as we move. So I have no idea where we're headed.
That's what I do too. And as I'm reading, I have the map up and I'm looking at what each room is and checking it out and scoping it out and thinking of how things would go in those rooms.
All right, I'm gonna shut the stream down. There, chat.
Sounds good.
Thanks for popping in.
All right, nice work today, guys. Good.